today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Lock now on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 8 catches, 125 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to get the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Beverly, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It leads to
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. Judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now he'll throw deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Oh, and now some space to operate. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Block now to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin with, let's call it a testy-est rivalry in the NFL today. Cincinnati playing host to Pittsburgh in the AFC North. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. On second down, a run with Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On third down, Jackson. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
46-yard line.
T. Higgins was the intended target. And now it's second down.
At the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
From the gun, Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now a dump off here complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On third and long, it's locked. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
49-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Denver defense, they get ready to do battle again here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Another run here with Dalvin. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, and able to do so on that play.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A throw taken in by Hamilton, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Block working out of the gun. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Locke again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2. Today's
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they